welcome back everyone. Here we are through step 50. Got most of the building done on those two sides. Got a little decoration to go here. I'm going to build us a luggage trolley right off the bat here, but that's really coming together. I think it's a good looking little situation. Got all our little details that you'd expect from a kit like this. I think it's going to be get this other side on. I think it's going to be really good looking when it's all said and done. Really impressed with, as usual with the Cutebee sets. They seem to do, they're right up there with Roll Life as far as quality. Sometimes the lights go on and off. It's intermittent, but it is working. So I'm not going to replace the switch yet, but I've got it on deck if I need it. So I'll set that aside because I don't think we're going to use that for a little while. And if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures, how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily, just try and have a good time. We're not changing the world, we're just building silly little models and having fun. If you've seen any kits or builds or sets that you want me to give a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list, and I've got the most intelligent audience on YouTube because y'all always provide me with nothing but the best of suggestions. So, starting off building us some luggage. Like I said, we're building us a little luggage trolley for the trip to Hogwarts, or whatever generic version of the Hogwarts this school is. I aspire to get done tonight. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. It'll depend on just how things go, but if they all go that quick, we shouldn't have much trouble. But let's be realistic. That's not going to happen for me. Okay, got a little trash there. I actually did manage to upload to my untrained amateur channel today, which was, what I said I was going to do, so I'm pleased I did that. I had a fun little experiment with soldering. Like I said on there, I've done plumbing soldering before, but I'd never done electronic soldering, so I bought a little kit and practiced on it and played around with it, and I'm proud to say I was successful, and I think I found a new hobby. Yet another new hobby. I maybe one of those people that just has too many hobbies. Alright, another piece of luggage. Le Havre. I think that's French. Seems Frenchish. We're just, like I say, building our luggage now. It's going nicely. Well, I think it's going to be touch and go whether tonight's the last night or not. It's very possible, but I'm not 100% yet. I think I've already said this, but it's going to be, just see, we'll roll with it and see how it goes. Alright, now our owl, go in, this is like that other way. Yeah, there it goes. For some reason, every time I look at these, I want it to go the other way. Now, this is the one that's actually going to matter, because these got some facing, based on how it's going to be presented. We want to make sure we get our owl facing forward with the, the owl's going to be at this kind of angle looking at it, so we're going to want this guy. I don't think that's going to go on without some persuasion. I've misplaced my persuader. I usually keep a handful of persuaders around here. Used it this afternoon. Another persuader then. Not finding a good. Okay, let's see. I got those box I made. That'll be good. That'll be a good distribution of force. I'm not sure. It says actually to go down from the top on that one, so maybe I'm supposed to use this, make the small one up first. And that was a little bit easier. It won't. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do. These two like that. This one's going to be, yeah. So we got to really pay attention to the orientation of the owl when we assemble this all together. And our hook. Should have put hook in first, actually. Let's wiggle and jiggle it in. Right. Now these will actually spread out a little bit, so maybe we can just get one in and we'll work our way around with the rest of them, maybe. Don't know if I'd call this cooperative or not, but it's working. Alright. I was worried there in the middle, but that turned out nice. Okay. On to the proper trolley build, and got a couple of last two books. Those are trim pieces too. There's your axle. Okay, so this out. Facing that way. You and you. And our axle through here. You know what, actually, let me... Okay, they're not going to lock in place with that one. Maybe this one will lock in place. It does. Okay. Just a little gold touch on that wheel just to make it stand out. Thought that'd be a nice addition. Right. Trolley complete. Now, let's back our luggage on first. So it's this one, this one, this one on top. Okay. Actually, pink one just barely fits on there, so that's going to be good to keep it separated. Alright. Okay, so healthy drop right here in the middle. Let's see, these sides look any better than the others? Nah, all the same. Swivels around. I guess push you all the way back against that axle. Sort of maybe conceal it a little bit towards the front. Yeah, I think that looks like it's pretty close to the front on the picture. So yeah, these through there. Just getting down at the bottom. So that's, I'm debating that. I think I do want to go sort of centered on there. Okay. There. Oh, I had a comment today, or last night, one asking about the different glues I use. It just sort of incidentally, I just sort of make that call in the moment. I don't really, if I've got a little time to let it set up. It doesn't take long for the B7000 to set up. If I've got a little time to set it up, I'll go with that. Just because it's got the most controlled flow. And I lost my stickers. Oh, there they are. If I want like instant set, or I need something that's going to lock in place real good, I'll use the super glue. I'll say it just depends on how I'm feeling about this. It's situational, I guess I'd say. You can use, I think you could use any of the glues on any of them at any time. It would work fine. It's just how I end up using now. I think it's supposed to be a scarf. Knock it off. Have it sort of coming over the edge. Fold it up a little bit. It was cooperating until I tried to do all that. Okay. Got to put the owl and everything on top of it too. So it's okay. Now, that's not the best placement of that decor, but I think it'll fly. Dab here. Like I said, we want to make sure we've got our owl sort of face. This is going to be mounted that way, so the owl's going to be like facing sort of the front, a little bit of an angle, the full effect, I think. Sort of backed up against that rail. Yeah. Okay. Now, put a dab here, dab here. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to go there. Maybe that's a wand box. And then first book. And I like the little cattywampus angle there. And I think that's our ticket. There. Alright, and that's our luggage trolley completed. Okay. Now, are we installing it now, or is that going to come later? We do install it now. Okay. Couldn't remember if we did it before or after. That's give us a good flat mounting spot right here for us. So that'll work for us. Flat-ish, so it makes it a little reclined. Oh, all right, there we go. Like I say, it's got a little lift up under here, so that's a cool effect. All right, now set you aside, and we'll jump in to the other wall, the last complete wall. Yep, okay, there it is. Making us a little bit of a lantern, lantern lamp. Let's see which. Yeah, this way, because it's going to be on that wall, so we want to make sure the yellow is showing. Down from the top. Oh, that way. Okay. Okay, so it actually goes this way. Okay. Finally took the time to look at the instructions. This goes down through the middle. All the way down. It does supposedly. Let's see. No. So as far as it's gonna go, so I'm not gonna break it and try and force it. I think that'll still work for our purposes. It's buzzing right along here now. Okay. Shelf in place here. Big bottles on the front. This one. Thought the silver would make it sort of reflective like glass. That's why I went with the silver on. These guys just pop in. And we got our potion shelf. And I could have done a better job of painting. I think I just went with the stain on that one. Now, a little more. It's another one of those where I was having a hard time telling which side was textured, so I went with the gold frame on this one again. I think I did that on the first night too. Okay. So, here, hourglass next to it. Books on the top shelf, potions and hourglass on the bottom. Okay. And this goes frame for the whole thing. We'll keep on at this pace. We'll definitely finish up tonight. We're in that zone that's just a lot of little pieces. That's all right. And now, yep. Evidently somebody's rich in this house because they can afford an eagle instead of an owl. Actually, a few months ago I've seen bald eagles before in captivity, but I actually saw the first one in the wild a few months ago. It was, I would have taken a picture for you, but it was in the process of scavenging. So it would not have made it past the YouTube content censor because it was a pretty graphic carcass it was going through. But it was still pretty cool nonetheless. That's a big old bird just sitting out in the middle of a field. So, first one. This one was slightly different, so I separated it from its companions. And evidently, no, okay, lost that for a second. Okay, so these go in all the way to the back notch. Now, to build us the rest of the bookshelf for it. The one with the little notch goes in the middle. Now, let's see what we got here. Okay. Should be another one of those. Ah, there it is. Okay, so you guys side. Smooth. Yep, right down. That's one of the skinny notches in the middle. Now, so these are just going to add some depth onto our side pieces here. And yeah, and then we'll have to come back and do the top because it's just gluing here. Yeah, we'll just do. Smooth around, get it lined up there. Alright, switch out over there. And 10. Yep. I think I forgot a piece. Hang on. No, I've got it here somewhere. You? Yeah, it's you. Okay. Yeah, because it's got the two notches in the back that I'm looking for. Okay. So start off with making a step / ladder situation here. Not really a step ladder, but not really steps either. So. And I think we're going to need some glue on these. Okay, well, I wasn't all the way in. No, they're not. Yeah, let's see. This will be a... I'm going to call this a super glue situation. Brush all as much as I can, because I don't want much in there. Just... Oh. Get them lined up. Brush these guys this side in. We should now have everything lined up for the other side. There we go. Pressure there. And steps are done. Maybe I should call them ladder steps instead of step ladders. Same thing. I think I'm going to need... I'm not going to glue that one yet because we're going to install it here in a bit, I hope. I think that'll be good. Okay. And actually I want to leave this flat because I'm about to put this guy on it. Go into there. No, don't do that way. You got a tab on the back. Okay, there it goes. And that's going to hold those side pieces in place. So now we can do our top. Just okay, it's actually a little bit wider and a little bit wider again. There. Right together. Okay, so we'll stick with B7000, but I'm going to have a few minutes now to let it sit to the side and sink in, soak in. Okay, and just a few dots here. And we put our top on. It sort of steps out twice there, but I think that's... I want to make sure the back is flush. I'm more worried about the back than I am the front, because it's going to be up against a wall. I do want to make sure I'm at the very least even over there. Okay, that's good on that. Acceptable there, so I'll let you dry. Steps there with you. And moving on. There we go. This guy. Another one. I grabbed the wrong one, I think. No. Yep, I did. Okay. I'm supposed to get the one with the stud on there to hold the banister. Gold marker on here. you're wondering where all the marks on my fingers came from today, this is it. And my cap. Okay, so here. No, let's see. Yeah. Oh, it's two-step. Oh, I'm doing one of each. Okay, hang on. I think I goofed up there. Yeah, I didn't realize I was doing two steps. So. This one. Okay, yeah, which makes sense. I did this twice on the other side. So. Okay, so one like that. I think I got the wrong one on this. No. This was. Is there one facing the other way? Yeah, this is the one I want. Unfortunately, I still got my markers out. So try that again. Okay, and that's why they gave us an extra one of those. Okay. The white marker is the one that takes several coats to make stick. I'll do this and we'll move on to the next step. I'll let this first coat dry. Is the other side balcony now, so that's got practice at this one too. So maybe I'll get it right. Okay, so we got our tall boys, and short boys in the middle. Let's see here. I got faith this is going to work out, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the glue on our shoulder pieces there, and dab, 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 dab. Make contact. Actually, I wonder if this will open up wide enough to do that with. State of. Okay. appears it will. Good. Yeah, alright. So that's that. And then, oh, no, it's not. We gotta go. This little doodad goes in here. Sitting there about it. Okay. Now, next coat. Okay. And keep on trucking. Okay, so these get our little facing that way. Statue or ghost or whatever this is. Here. Into the bottom. No, it does go zigzag on the tabs on the back. Okay. So, getting us a fine collection of little pieces up there. Time for another bookshelf. I guess it is Ravenclaws. They are the most studious, or based on the Ravenclaws anyway. Most studious house. Okay. So, one with the notch out of the front. It's the first batch. Okay, they're both loose in there, so I think they're actually both the same books anyway. Then the one with the full slot. Let's go to the back. Half slot. Okay, so this guy goes in that way. Other. Okay. Not seen this technique before. Okay, got her. Here and here. Shelf. Oh. Okay, and this is going to go in the front to cover that hole up. Okay. I was trying to make that gap close up there on the top shelf. On the other side. I knew that was going to happen. Those things are pretty loose in there. Okay. Oh. Do me a drop of glue on either side here, just to solidify these things. The top probably hold it in, but oops, just busted you out. Okay, that'll be the back sides. I think it'll be alright. This guy. Yeah. Just still got the piece, so let's see if I can finagle it back in place. Oh, okay, it's that lattice work was what made it so fragile. So move this away. Yeah, just sort of patch it in. Let's say we're looking at it from this side, so it's not going to be very visible. But just one piece there. Okay. See, won't be very visible, but it's done properly now, or as proper as I do them anyway. All right. Now, almost home here. Yeah, I believe we're gonna make it tonight. So, make us a shelf first off. So. Suitcase or briefcase here, just gonna pop it in. Let that dry. You out of the way, and I think that's sufficient coverage on that now, so we can bring that stuff in and try that again. So here, and here. Oh no, that is the right one. Okay. I keep the pictures are right next to each other and they're facing the angles different on them, so that just keeps confusing me with it. Okay, then. Okay, so I got that banister and railing on. Okay, that's all our extra goodies because we are ready to place it on the side and start populating this guy. Let's see here. So, I'm running a little late tonight, so I'm going to go upload this part of it, and I'll come back and we'll wrap this thing up. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So, I'll be right back, and we will, like I say, populate the things we just built on here. Okay, here we go. Ready to roll with it. I'm gonna start with the stickers because we just got 2 left, so it seems like a good one. Just get that over with, and that way it's not hanging over our heads. Put you on the back and the bottom. And this one a little more decorative, so I want to go ahead and do it on top. Make it a more prominent one. I missed the outline a little bit there, but that'll still be okay. And our little lantern. There. And then I get that effect. Yep. Our statue doodad over here. And then, let's see, trying to remember, start at the bottom and go up, so what we learned last time, didn't it? So you, which there's something Okay, that's just the birds, so I got room to work with those. Okay, you're there. Then plain one second. And the one with the railing, third. I'll make some. Yeah, let's see here. We got our little chemical shelf back here. Yeah, 'cause that'll be above our little apothecary desk, so that's a good, seems like a logical place for that one. And this one here, also in that same vicinity. And I think gotta bring out other guys now. That's the next batch of pieces. Okay. This how supposedly the top. This guy. The bottom. That's right. Flying through. All right. Now let's see what else we got. Okay, so we're ready for stuff. Okay, so this guy goes, our banner goes in there. So onto the gluing portion of our glue. So, nab there. Oop. Lined up properly. Okay. A blank picture frame goes here? Oh, so that must be. Oh, the owl's flying through that too. Okay. No, the owl. That's where our eagle comes out. Okay. I was getting confused there. Okay, so I'll leave this instead of that. That didn't work. Down. All right. And like I said, our eagle goes into that one. Right. Ah. A little trellis situation supposed to go over top of that one there. That makes good sense. Let's do a bit right on the edge of the. There should be enough to hold it in. Okay. And let's see. What else I got? Oh, our lady up here gets a. That goes there. And these guys hold it in. bookshelf. Here. Don't have any. Nope, no. And this is just a. Oh, it's going to be a staircase from our balcony level. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Forgot about that for a second. Okay, so easy drop of glue in there. Okay. And I think I've still got a little shelf, briefcase, and this guy left. Making sure I don't miss him anywhere. Got that hole left. We're not using that yet because that's still blank on our instructions. Alright. But that's all the pieces I've actually got pulled. So, I've got I gotta pull like 10 or 15 more pieces, and that will finish us up. So we're gonna finish tonight. Let me go grab those pieces and I'll be right back. Okay, let's button this bad boy up. First things first, we got our wax paper goes in here, and they did sneak in one last accordion bit just to mess with me on the very end. I don't think these have to go. Got a little crinkled in packing, but I think we're going to be okay on it. Looks like we just want to get it. Their little roses or whatever those are. Sort of centered here on our windows, so that's going to be a little bit higher than that. Okay, so I'm actually gonna trim off a little bit off each edge. Make sure I'm well within, yeah. And I'll just hit a couple dots here and there. And two. Let's see, it got crinkled so it's not. I got a little wobble there. I think it'll be alright. Should have done more coverage over there because it does. In fact, I'm gonna where it sits. Let's give me a bead straight down. Or where our window's at. That's the same thing on the other end if I can. Make sure you got good coverage on the around the opening. Yeah, that's stabilized everything. It may not have shown on y'all's angle, but there was a good bit of travel on that thing. So, back here, home. Let you dry. Let's start with our cat. Back here. This guy. lowest one. So that's I think you're. Actually, I'll pop the cat out. Ooh. Yeah. Now, pop the cat back in. All right. And there. You go in. Got something down here. That is not lining up. Not side up. What's going on here? Okay, I guess it does line up. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, I was trying to go the other way. I was trying to go. Yeah, I was trying to put that one in there. That okay. There we go. Now this guy. And then here. That little thing is definitely not going to show on this one. And our mini shelf here. The veneer being peeled off. You're supposed to go on about like so. There and here. There. Okay. Now, bring out our last light. We're going to end up going through this corner, through there, and up to here. Maybe I should let you go in. Pull back down. And I forgot to pull the bracket. That is G11. So that's, yep. Got on the first guess. Okay. I'll just start you. Okay. Now, this away. How much slack have I got on this? I got a fair amount of slack, so that's good. Once again, didn't warm up my there. Glue guns, I think it's going to be okay. Alright, ring. So, go on first, right? Okay, so I got that in there. So it shows the other one going on first, but I think I'm going to go this way. Into the appropriate holes. Now, supposedly, take these two here, and then we'll wrap the whole thing around. Okay, there you go. The bottom one's going in. Angle. Oh, okay. It did not want to cooperate with us there. Okay. Here and there. Okay. Now, wrap you down into those. Okay, and let's do a very big right in there. And the last part of this is we're supposed to need to do another cover that's going to slide on there as a little bridge cover, but I want to get one more coat of gray on that because that looks a little dingy. Okay. Let's see. Just I'm gonna bead. There. Okay. That completes the construction part. They do say to use, I've seen it about 4 times. So I don't have my glue gun here. I'm going to use a piece of their tape. Tack this in place right here, at least until we can get that installed. I want to give that another few seconds, but so while it's doing that, let me grab. I'll do the peel. Get our front cover all ready to roll here. Looking at the clock on the wall, or sitting on the desk. Currently 20 to 12. I normally upload at 12. So this one, by the time it gets done uploading, it may not. I may be a few minutes late, so sorry about that. I do strive for consistency in that. Okay. ease these guys up and in. Okay, bottom slots are in place. Top slots locked and loaded. Rear. Okay. Didn't forget to paint that corner. Okay. Alright. Everybody's nice and together. Alright. Okay. And I'm really amazed how tight that went together, and I forgot to color that one in. Too late now. It just slides right in, right next to that. That's really that's the part that always really amazes me, that they'll just notch right in. The two pieces to go together. But there we go. That's really looking good on that part. So let's slap on our front cover. And I just look at that. Before I do that, hit these guys too. I got two of them. So okay. So to the sides. Okay. Alright. And then dust cover, got a nice slot for it. There we go. Lock in place and kill the lights. Okay, that little rose thing does have a nice glow to it. Let's see, I am still not a whole lot of light on that back wall. It looks much better on camera. The camera picks up more light back here, up here in the top section than my eyes do. So they're not getting a whole lot of light back there. I guess it would be getting light from the top. I had somewhere here I've got in the dark, reach around for a flashlight. So it would, in theory, if there's another light showing, it would come in from up there. Okay, so but that's a real, like I said, these Cutebee ones they always do look really good. They're right up there with the Roll Life, I think, as far as fit and finish. I think the Roll Life, you do a little more actual building, where this is more assembly. And of course, the ones like the Sea Breeze I did the last few weeks was, that's really building them. That's when you just get the raw pieces. But I like them all for their own styles. Come back on. I didn't realize I forgot to paint this corner, but all the rest of them I remembered. Well, I missed that. Just the top bit too there. I got it on this side, and it's not going to be much trouble to go back and do it if I decide I need to. But yeah, nice little build. I like it. Lots of fun details, lots of intricate stuff to build. I like, say it's just a really nice looking set. They do not disappoint. Worth the money. I recommend it. This is a good. I'd still call it. Probably it's still a beginner level, but it's an upper beginner level. I think it's doable by most people. So if you have any compunction to do one of these things, I think this is a good one to start on. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And click on a link. That's my channel up there. That's my experimental channel over there. That's what YouTube thinks you should be watching. And this is the complete playlist for this build. So, I'll see you tomorrow.